Among the most fascinating wonders that inhabit the oceans, the lobster holds a place of great significance. With its imposing appearance and complex behavior, it has for centuries been the subject of curiosity, legends, and scientific study. This crustacean, belonging to the order of decapods, is a perfect example of adaptation and resilience, capable of telling through its very existence a part of the natural history of the seas. The lobster has an ancient history. Its ancestors date back more than 100 million years, when the oceans were already inhabited by numerous forms of crustaceans. Over the course of evolution, the species developed extraordinary survival traits: a strong exoskeleton, large claws for defense and interaction, and remarkable longevity, making it one of the longest living creatures in the marine world. Lobsters are decapod crustaceans, a name that literally means 10 legs. They possess a robust body, covered by a resistant carapace that protects them from predators and the dangers of the marine environment. Their structure is distinguished by 2 large asymmetrical claws, one more powerful, called the crusher, used for breaking shells and defending itself, and one more slender called the cutter, employed for more precise tasks. One of the most fascinating aspects is their molting process. Periodically, the lobster sheds its old exoskeleton to form a new one, growing and regenerating in the process. During this stage, it is particularly vulnerable, but at the same time it demonstrates the extraordinary ability to regenerate lost limbs, showcasing exceptional adaptability. Lobsters mainly live in rocky or sandy seabeds, where they hide in crevices and cracks during the day, emerging at night to explore. They are solitary and territorial animals, fiercely defending their space. Their lives are closely linked to the rhythm of the sea. Currents, temperatures, and depths strongly influence their movements and habits. Their social behavior is, well, pretty complex. Although they're generally solitary creatures, lobsters actually communicate with one another through postures, movements of their antennae, and get this, even sounds produced by rubbing parts of their bodies together. These signals help them defend their territory, recognize other individuals, and establish hierarchies. The reproduction of lobsters is a surprising and delicate process. After molting, the female becomes receptive and can mate. She then lays thousands of eggs, which she carries beneath her abdomen for several months, carefully protecting them until they hatch. Lobster larvae, tiny and transparent, spend the first weeks of their lives drifting in the ocean, floating with the currents like planktonic organisms. Only after passing through several larval stages do they settle on the seabed, gradually transforming into the adults we recognize. This developmental process highlights the resilience of the species, which must face many challenges and predators from its earliest stages of life. One of the most fascinating aspects of lobsters is their longevity. Some individuals can live over 70 years, continuing to grow throughout their lives. Unlike many animals, lobsters do not show clear signs of biological aging, a characteristic that has led many researchers to consider them a natural model in the study of longevity. Lobsters have fascinated humans since ancient times. Present in myths and seafaring legends, they were often considered symbols of strength and endurance. In some cultures, they were associated with the element of water and regeneration, precisely because of their ability to renew themselves through molting and to regenerate lost limbs. The lobster is not just an imposing crustacean, it is a living witness of ocean history, a perfect example of how nature combines strength, resilience, and complexity. Every aspect of its behavior, from molting to reproduction, tells the story of its struggle and harmony with the sea that shelters it. To study and observe the lobster is to enter into contact with a fascinating universe made of adaptations, mysteries, and surprising biological abilities. It is the symbol of a sea that, while still concealing many secrets, continues to amaze with the extraordinary beauty and ingenuity of its creatures.